Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. My name is Matthew Shadorn, and I'm joined, as always, by my chief researcher, co-host, and protege, Anna Domini. Anna, how have you been today?
I'm good. I feel like I'm rising in the ranks of your esteem a bit if you see me as a protege. I feel like that's, a few steps away from daughter. And
I'm just trying to remake you in my own image because your current image is just, oh boy.
Just appalling.
Just terrible.
The irony is you can't actually see because my camera's off, but I do look terrible today.
Okay.
I've been a bit poorly, so we must have had a saint who was very ill. I should pray to them probably.
There was that one guy who was super old. No, wait, who was the guy who
I relate.
Who was the guy who got the plague and then was just like, I just want to fucking die already?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, wait, I think he actually was like,
was that Aloysius?
He wanted to linger, actually. He wanted to linger and have
pain.
a long suffering death.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's a good one to get on my side then.
No.
Because I just want to live without this nonsense.
Yeah, well,
is that too much to ask?
That's the thing, is most of these saints are real pain pigs, and they really just they want to suffer.
Is that my saintly thing this week, is that I am ill?
Perhaps.
And therefore I'm suffering.
Yeah, you're really putting your soul through the paces there with your... I mean, before we started recording, you said your bones felt heavy. I do not know what that...
Yeah, it just so tired. That's what I meant. I was being poetic, but it was lost on you.
Got the old lead bones.
Philistine. Yeah. I literally, it feels like someone's painted my bone with lead paint really heavy.
That's bad. So you haven't done anything particularly saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you since the last time we spoke?
I mean, if I wake up tomorrow and I feel better, that would be quite miraculous.
Just if you wake up tomorrow, that would...
That's the bare minimum I expect, really. Well, actually, on Monday, a guy lost his wallet on the bus and I paid for him to get a taxi home, but it was Danny, so it doesn't count.
I was like, what scam is this you fell for?
Monogamy. That was the scam.
Wait, so in fact, this isn't a miracle or a nice thing. It's just...
it is a nice thing, but it's also again, the bare minimum that you would expect of a partner.
It was kind of a dumb thing. Like, why did Danny lose his wallet?
Well, he's not sure if he lost it or if it was nicked, because he reported it to Lost Property on the bus Lost Property service, and they were like, sorry, no wallet come in. So it could have been nicked. He had a 2-bus journey, and as he was getting on the second bus, he went to get his ticket out of his wallet. It wasn't there. So that was annoying for him.
Poor Danny. Did he have to cancel all his... Did somebody steal his credit cards or use his credit cards?
Yeah, his card, his driving license.
But have the cards been used?
No, we canceled them straight away.
How much?
I was like, he phoned me, and I was like, why are you phoning me? Phone the bank.
Don't tell me. I can't do nothing about it.
What do you want me to do? Cry? No. Okay.
This is why
It's becoming less saintly by the minute as I tell this story.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't actually that horrible, I swear.
You fucking idiot. No, you walk home. How about that? Get you a goddamn cab. Have you earned a cab?
When I say taxi, I mean...
Yeah, okay. Your story's really starting to fall apart.
I was like, you have shoes, walk.
Unless you lost those, you fucking moron. You're so mean to Danny.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure that was very nice of you. Yeah, I mean, this is why I keep all my my money just sewn into the lining of my clothes at all times. So never lose it.
Or not have any to begin with. That's helpful.
Yeah, it's also helpful not to have a job, and then you don't have to worry about those things. I feel like it's hard to return lost property to the bus company.
Yeah.
Because one time I was at a bus stop and there was a racket there, like a tennis racket. Mm-hmm. And I was heading downtown and I was like, okay, well, I'll just swing by the bus stop, the bus office, and I'll drop it off. And then I got to the bus office and I stood in line forever where people were having problems with their bus passes and buying bus passes. I don't even know what they were doing. And I was like, hey, I found a racket. Can you just put this in your lost property? I can tell you what bus stop it was. And they're like, oh, we don't really do that. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we don't really have a process for that. And I was like, what?
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, okay, fine. And, I did whatever I was doing downtown. And on the way back on the bus, I was writing a note. And I was like, I have your tennis racket.
I will give it to you for £10,000.
Well, that was the problem, right? It's number one, my handwriting's not very good. Number two, I was at the top of the bus and it was real really shaky.
So it looked like such a ransom
Yeah, it
note.
did. It looked like, I had your tennis racket. Come to my house and give it to you. I just put my phone number there, but whoever saw it was like, well, whoever asked this is clearly a madman, so just get a new tennis racket.
Don't want it. So you've got a tennis racket now, is
No,
what
I
you're
gave it
saying?
away.
Oh, well
Yeah,
done.
I'm gonna get, yeah.
And that wasn't even this week, so you didn't even do that for podcast
Oh, this
points.
was years ago.
Just out of the goodness of your heart. Was it in Oxford?
Yeah, it was up. Actually, the bus stop was the one that used to be outside your house up in Summertown.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you don't sound like any less of a madman when you say that.
The one where I could see your bedroom. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I know where you used to live because I went there a couple times. Christ, I guess I'm a horrible monster.
Uninvited. God.
Yeah, just because I would sneak in at night and watch you sleep. Geez, suddenly I'm the jerk. Yeah.
Well, if anyone from Oxford City Council is listening, sort it out.
Yeah.
Make it easier for people to do nice things.
Yeah.
For people who leave stuff on the bus.
Yeah.
Because, we need to be buying less shit. So one very easy way to make people buy less shit is make it easier to recover lost stuff, right?
Well, alternately, I should say this for full disclosure. One time
you stole a tennis racket from the bus.
I pushed down this kid and I just stole his tennis racket. I don't know why. Sometimes the voices tell me to do stuff. No, one time I was actually like, I think I was running to catch the bus and I missed it. And I was really like, oh man,
So you punched someone.
I just knocked somebody down. Like, this is your fault. This is only tangential because I was like, oh, silver lining. When I got on the bus, I went upstairs and I went to sit in a seat and there was a full unopened bottle of wine in the seat. And I was like, well, this is mine now.
They don't want it at the lost property.
Yeah.
So, you're saving a lot of admin time by just drinking it.
I was just like, well, this is like the cosmic balancing of the scales where I missed my bus.
I love the idea of bumping into you while you're drinking that, going, this is my bus wine.
That's right. No, you don't understand. I missed a bus, so I am owed this. Anyways.
Oh god, that is so your just disheveled vibe.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Drinking my bus wine.
You know what? Just because I'm not like some fancy British aristocratic faker like you.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm a down to earth American boy
just
from the
I pay for my beverages.
From the heartland.
You snob.
Whatever, I'm a snob. What snob? I'm willing to take whatever.
You're a reverse snob.
I'm willing to take whatever wine I find on the bus. That's just.
What kind of wine was it? Was
just
it
red wine?
Like, did it have a good percentage?
Yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't like fortified wine. It was just like a regular bottle of supermarket wine. I'm sure somebody had bought it like the M&S or something. So.
Yeah. Did it taste nice, or
I remember it being.
Was it only nice because it was
Well,
free?
It was doubly nice because it was free. I remember sharing it with my wife. We just drank the bottle.
Did you tell her where it came from?
Yeah.
Or were you like, I thought I would make this romantic gesture, bought us a bottle of wine.
No.
That was actually how you proposed, wasn't
yeah,
it? You were like, I found this on the bus. We should have an excuse to drink it. Want to get married?
Yeah. Proposal, bottle of wine, yeah. It's like I was like, oh, that's like that time I found that sex book in the alley, and I was like, hey, want to do some things?
Anything you find on the street that should dictate the direction of your romantic relationship.
Yeah. That's how I operate. I mean, she does have the diamond in her engagement ring.
Got that on the floor.
I found that. That is found / stolen, however you want to say that.
Define it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways.
Property theft.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the ring part, but I had the diamond reset from the old ring. Because, it still smelled of burnt corpse. Anyways.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say that I did a miraculous thing, or I saw a miraculous thing, which is I went to the British Museum.
Oh, talking of stolen stuff.
Yeah, the most ironically named museum, because nothing in it is British, or the world's biggest evidence locker, is how I like to call it.
Nice.
Yeah, and I saw the Hokusai exhibit. There was a Hokusai who made the Great Wave, which is probably his most famous work, but he's a woodblock artist from 19th century Japan, and he had made this book called The Great Book of Everything, which was like a weird encyclopedia, but it never got made, so the original drawings were never destroyed in the process of turning them into woodblock. So it's kind of this miraculous find, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I bought a copy of the book. But yeah, I mean, going to the British Museum always feels weird because... like, especially now that I have a kid, because, like, you want to teach your kid to steal, but you don't.
but not in a colonialist
Yeah, but it's like then you
way.
have to explain the complexities of like why it was wrong for the British Museum to steal all this stuff. you know, because you're like, yes, you should just steal from the state. I was like, the only thing this boy should be stealing is hearts and power from the state.
He's already stolen my heart. He's adorable.
It's everybody's heart. Great.
Yeah.
Keeps him in a drawer. But yeah, so we went
with Eric. Eric or Derek?
Eric.
I always forget.
Eric, the creepy doll. Yeah. So I saw that. That was very fun, and I recommend it if you listen to this and it's still time to go. It's fun to see. I don't know.
Is it a free
No,
exhibition?
it is not.
Or did you have to give the British Museum
I had to give
money?
the British Museum my money.
Yikes.
But, I stole an Easter Island head on the way out, so.
Just put it on my own head, and no one noticed the difference.
Kind of stumbling around. I was really tempted to steal the book that I bought, but then I thought, well, no, I shouldn't. I think Alice would frown on that, so I didn't. But anyways.
That's the real miracle, the real saintly thing. You resisted temptation.
I did, yes. My natural impulse is to just steal, but I've gotten over that. Now I'm an old man.
Well, we're all sinners,
I was like, I don't want to get deported.
It's one of the great reasons that Catholicism is so good for the self. We are all sinners.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, we're all in it together, so that's good. You get a sense of community and camaraderie. And I don't know.
Sure.
Speaking of being all in it together, before we get started with the episode, I just wanted to plug again that we are going to be doing a live version of this podcast where we talk about St. Nicholas on December 12th at the Jam Factory here in Oxford.
It's going to be excellent.
And you should get tickets for that. There's a link to tickets in the description of this very episode, and we're going to be having a good time. It's going to be a festive Christmas holiday extravaganza.
Feel good. It'll be like a rom-com.
Yeah, it'll be like Love Actually, but you won't look back on it after a few years and be like, that was kind of toxic.
That aged terribly. Well, that depends how nice you are to me, really,
we'll see.
on the day. If you're like, oh, that was toxic.
Anyways.
I'd say that, St. Nicholas is definitely more of a hero than any of the men in that film, so that's good.
So you should come and check it out. It's a live version of this podcast. We're going to have a good time. You can help support us, have a great time. Go to the Jam Factory. It's a great place.
It's a lovely venue.
You may never hear it on this feed because we do not know how I'm still kind of baffled about the recording process of a live show. So hopefully we'll have that figured out by the 12th.
Or if it is recorded, we haven't figured it out, it's going to be, the sound quality is going to be terrible because it will just be on our phones.
Yeah. So please come and do that. That's December 12th, 2021. You're hearing this. And
And that will be our last episode of the year, right?
No.
I'm trying to make less work for myself.
No.
Damn it. I thought that would
in fact,
work.
We'll probably have to do a bunch earlier in the month so that we can cover for
when we're doing the live
Christmas
one.
And whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully the live one we'll be able to put in the feed and share with people. But if not,
don't risk it.
Don't risk it, guys. There's so much uncertainty in the world today. Just go.
I mean,
go to the show.
It's a great story. I've already started researching it, which means it's going to be at least 3 times better than most of our regular episodes.
You guys have no idea how many offline conversations I have with Anna about how little research she does and how I'd like her to do more research. So this sounds great. I mean, this is why I need to make you my protege and like have more of a hands-on.
Right. So I work harder for
That's
free.
what you're working for. You're working towards being as good as this dude.
So next week you're going to introduce me as your apprentice.
I think I already.
Because that way you can get away with not paying me because you say that you're training me.
I think I've already established you as my intern, so I think that's good enough.
Oh yeah.
Anywho.
Apprentice sounds more suspicious, prestigious. Jesus Christ, I can't talk
Both
today.
More suspicious and more prestigious.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what are you training me for?
But yeah, it sounds old-timey in a way that's...
Yeah, intern sounds more capitalism-y, really.
We should probably... What's the socialist version of intern? Just like...
Well, everyone's on universal basic income, so you can just, learn whatever you want.
You're very much the proletariat of this podcast, so...
Thank you. I'm going to seize your means of production. I don't know.
What is that? That sounded weirdly dirty, number one. And I don't know what... That means you're going to steal my computer? Is that what it means?
Shit, if I do that, then I'll have to edit it. That would be terrible.
Yeah, knock yourself out. Anyways, Anna, today is November 21st, 2021. Who is this week's saint?
So this week's saint, their day is tomorrow, the 22nd. So
I was just doing that math myself. I was doing that math for the audience in case
today plus one.
Yeah. 21, 22. Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Excellent. So her name is Cecilia. You heard of Saint Cecilia?
No. Unless...
You haven't?
No? Unless we're talking about the Simon
Yep.
Garfunkel song.
She is the subject of that song. Although, not really, because there's no crossover. Well, you'll find out why. There's not really any reason why she would be named, or that song would be named after her. But it is.
Does
apparently.
this saint break your heart and steal your confidence daily?
She does, actually, to be fair.
So there you go.
But I couldn't find a story where someone was sleeping with her, got up to wash their face, and then came back to bed and someone else taken her place.
So that is not...
That was the missing
That is
element.
a little bit of dramatic license that...
Poetic license
that
from
the
Paul Simon,
Simon Garfunkel took. Okay, I see. Okay. So what's the deal with Saint... Saint...
You're right
Yeah,
there.
what's the deal with Saint Cecilia? Saint Cecilia is hard to say.
Very, I just love alliteration, you know. So she was in fact a virgin her whole life, probably.
She got a prize for that. Like, well, congratulations, kid.
Well, yes, sainthood. You kept it in your pants, have a sainthood. Yeah. So she was around from roughly, she was born somewhere between 200 and 230 and died somewhere between 222 and 235. So try and do that math.
She may have been -9 years old when she died.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. That was her miracle that she did.
She's a real Benjamin Button type. She's aging backwards.
Yeah, the patron saint of aging backwards.
So she was, either way, she was in her 20s when she died, right? I think
that, roughly. So she was from Rome, and she came from an extremely rich family.
Of course she did.
But she was very devout from a young age.
Nice.
She fasted and invoked the saint, angels, and virgin to beseech them to guard her virginity. Again, normal child stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
Not eating. That's, I mean, some kids it's hard to get them to eat. You know, like that's always like I don't know how much of this is like.
I think harder in the olden times when you had the excuse of piety.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want to eat dinner. I'm just fasting. Yeah. But also, like, so she invoked angels, saints, and who else to?
And virgins.
So
I don't know where she found these other virgins from.
Like, girls, we're starting a club. All right, we're all gonna sleep back to back. Keep, protect our virginity. It does sound like she's like making shifts. She's like, okay, we're gonna work around the clock. Look out.
Yes.
For my virginity here.
Well, you'll be pleased to hear as well that under her rich, fancy lady garment, she wore a hair shirt.
Good. Great.
So that's always good, isn't it? But I like that it was under her posh clothes. I think that's quite humble.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, it's like, so she's wearing it as like an undershirt, but outwardly she's still a fancy lady, Yeah. She's holding on to a secret. The secret is piety.
Yeah, and itchiness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that much of a secret because she'd just be like constantly scratching at her fancy clothes.
That's how she kept from thinking about sex, which just by just thinking about how itchy she was all the time.
I don't know.
They should make chastity belts out of hair.
That sounds a horrible image. I think the hair shirt we've already established is a horrible image.
Is pretty horrible.
And then the fact that you're making like underwear out of it now is just really gross.
Hey, don't kink shame.
I'm just saying I'm kink shaming this. This is bad. I'm sorry if your kink out there is to have underwear made out of hair. I apologize, but I don't get it. Send me pictures.
Oh, so now you're into it.
I just want to say maybe I'm missing something. Like,
you want to see pictures.
Maybe if you send me a couple pictures, samemisbehavingpod@gmail.com. There's no G in behaving, but there's one in Gmail. Just send them, whatever you got. I'll take a look at them. I'll let you know.
You're trying to sound nonchalant, like you don't really want to see, but we know you're secret.
Send me pictures of your hairy diapers.
Despite her piety and her sincere desire to remain a virgin, her parents forced her to marry a pagan nobleman called Valerian.
Not even just forced to marry, but marry a pagan.
A pagan? I know.
Do we know what paganism he...
Like what?
Like...
Well, the Roman one, I guess.
Roman.
Because he was... Well, he was a Roman guy, so you could swap pagan for Roman.
Right. Do we know if her parents were devout Christians or...
Well, they brought her up Christian.
Right.
We don't know much about them.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she got into it against their will. Like, she's like, it's Possibly. An act of youthful rebellion to worship Jesus and wear a itchy shirt. And
yes.
not give away your
it
precious
is what all
flower.
the cool kids are doing. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, I couldn't find any info on her childhood or her parents. But yeah, I read somewhere she was raised a Christian.
Okay.
So that would imply that maybe they were just Sunday Christians, you know. They did it because that's what everyone else was doing.
It was the big new fad.
Yeah, but they still wanted to protect their like the nobility of the line, and therefore, you know, married her off some fancy man.
Okay.
That's the deal, I think.
So she gets married off to this Zeus-loving jerk.
Sure. During the wedding, while everyone was singing and dancing,
sounds like a fun
Cecilia
wedding.
sat apart. Well, I guess it was probably a pagan one, right?
Yeah. Well, she's like, actually, this Christianity seems pretty dull now.
Yeah. That's the story. She was like, actually, screw this. I don't want to be a virgin anymore.
Like,
this seems a lot more
Wait,
fun.
how many people here are also wearing hair shirts? Nobody else? Oh, fuck this.
Oh, do you think she had to have a special wedding dress designed to go over the hair shirt?
She just had a hairy wedding dress. But yeah, probably. I think that's a given, right? Do you think she just took it off for her wedding day? It's her special day. It's maybe just a one day. Just always just
gotta remain pious. Yeah. Well, while everyone else was singing and dancing, Cecilia sat apart, singing instead to God in her heart.
Oh man, that sounds sad.
Yeah. Buzz kill.
Just in the corner of the ballroom on a folding chair, just singing in the corner.
Going, God.
That's gotta be like the husband's gonna be like, this does not bode well for our relationship.
No, quite. So in one account it says, while the profane music of her wedding was heard, Cecilia was singing in her heart a hymn of love for Jesus, her true spouse.
Okay.
So there's that theme again, where it's like, you're not my real husband.
My real husband's dead. Thank you very much.
I already have a husband. He's invisible.
Well, he's dead, but he's living forever. It's complicated. It's a complicated relationship we have. He's also married to hundreds of other women.
Yeah, they're also virgins.
Yeah. How come no man's ever married to Jesus?
Because that's an abomination, Matthew.
I guess so.
Come on.
Well, then, I mean, I don't understand why, like, it's like all the women are married to Jesus, but all the men...
Why does God have a gender, Matthew? Nothing makes sense.
These are all fair questions. But my point is, like... I don't know. Is there like, are like priests, like we're like, oh, I'm like best friends with Jesus, or I'm like, he's my brother or my dad or whatever. Like, it's not like that. There's no like established relationship, but every woman in the church is like, it's my goddamn husband.
Yeah, because obviously women are the property of men, and therefore Jesus could have lots of wives.
I didn't think about it that way.
Right? Whereas,
it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, that's okay. I suppose you're saying that there's some kind
I'm not saying this. This is what God says.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just like you're like, oh, it's the patriarchy. It's that.
Yes.
It's like, let me see this concept of the patriarchy. It's kind of like, actually, you know what? This was really shitty the other day because like we were talking about a friend who was playing with our baby, and Alice was like, oh, he has a very maternalistic instinct, and I was like, wouldn't he have a paternalistic instinct? But then I was like, wait, no, all the connotations for being paternalistic are bad.
Negative. Yeah.
If I'm being paternal, I'm like, people are like, what an asshole. Like,
no, hang on, paternal and paternalistic are different.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just feel like nobody's ever been like, I don't know, you're acting very maternalistic in a negative way.
That's because women are the best.
Guess so. It's just like everybody's got a shitty relationship with their dad. Is that what's happened here?
I don't know. Ask Freud.
He seems cool with his dad. He seemed to have a lot of issues with his mom.
Well, part of the Oedipus complex is wanting to murder your dad.
That's true.
So he probably had some issues with him.
Nothing that couldn't be solved with murder. So that doesn't seem like much of an issue. Anyway,
the lyrics of the song that she was singing included, "May my heart and my body remain pure, O God. Let me not be confounded." So absolute banger, super catchy.
It was really the WAP of its day.
Would have been, yes. Although kind of the opposite.
Oh, yeah, well.
Really.
No, because it was like, but WAP in this case stands for worship and prayer, right? So.
Yes. Very nice. So, talking of WAPs, when the time came to consummate the marriage.
Oh, good.
I thought that was a good segue.
You know what? It's one of your better. And it's not saying much, but I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Credit where it's due. When the time came to consummate the marriage, she told Valerian, I have an angel of God watching over me. If you touch me in the way of marriage, he will be angry and you will suffer. But if you respect my maidenhood, he will love you as he loves me.
Okay.
So,
Also, I have a knife.
She's putting down her boundaries.
It's good to put boundaries in a relationship,
Yeah, be honest, open communication from the get-go.
Right.
Valerian replied, "Show me this angel." So, he's like, I don't need to respect your boundaries, but if there's some guy involved, I will respect his boundaries. That's what I read in that. But also, yeah, because he'll love you as he loves me. Now that implies that he could become Jesus' spouse, right. Valerian, because, the equality of that. Yeah. Anyway, so Cecilia told Valerian that if he believed in the living and one true God and became baptized, he would get to see the angel. So, and clearly Valerian was like, well, sex is good, I've heard, but what about angels?
But have you seen an angel?
Well, I mean...
Is this where he was like, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart?
Yeah. He was actually very impressed with her courage of her conviction.
Oh, that's nice. So did he convert?
So she persuaded him to respect her vow of virginity and instructed him to go to the third milestone on the Appian Way where Pope Urban I would be waiting to baptize him.
So the Pope's just hanging out by the highway?
Yeah, like on Cecilia's wedding night. Like, yeah.
I love how small Christianity is now that you can be like, hey, Pope, can you wait for me like down along the road there? And
well, she was like, well connected and stuff,
I suppose
right?
So.
She was a noblewoman, so yeah, maybe she made some donations.
But it is still like,
or, yeah,
can you hang out?
He's just like a road pope.
Can you hang out on the road on the off? And I'm going to give my husband the hard sell about Christianity, and hopefully he'll agree, and then you can baptize him. But if he's not there by like 2 a.m., just feel free to go home.
I don't know how far the Appian Way is from a river either, in terms of the practicalities of the logistics.
Yeah, or did he just bring like a cup of water with himself? He had his own bucket of water.
Oh yeah, maybe. But like Valerian would have been drinking, right? So like, did he have a map? No. How did he get there? But he did. He made it.
He must know the area pretty well, right?
Yeah, I guess he's a Roman, so he's like, well, all roads.
Yeah, he's like, well, if I'm in Rome and I start taking this road, it'll lead away from Rome, and then if I get lost, I can just turn around.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, he was impressed and attracted by his wife's Christian grace, which kind of defeats the point. And so he went and got baptized.
Okay.
And Urban was around in 222 So
did you stutter there? You're like 222. You got stuck.
Yes. Like you did when you were trying to say Saint Cecilia. So basically the involvement of Pope Urban helped her to date.
Now, is Pope Urban related to Carl Urban? From the Lord of the Rings movies and that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to say yes.
Nice. I like him. He shows up and stuff and you're like, oh, he's pretty good. He was in that Dread movie, which I really enjoyed. Anyways.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Excellent. When you finish listening to this, go watch that.
Yeah, watch it. It's fun.
What a great Sunday for you.
Yeah, they never made a sequel, which they really should have. It was a fun movie.
Huh. Well, I don't know how to segue that back to the story.
Anyways.
Good. When Valerian returned to his wife, he found her standing by the side of an angel as she promised. So, he was now able to see the angel.
Wow, I didn't think that was going to work. Also, she was probably like, oh, fuck, I gotta produce an angel or this guy's going to be pissed off. And then she ran and found a friend. It's like, Jerry, I need you to dress up like an angel. Like,
dressed
you
him
need me
up.
to do what?
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. Just get these fucking wings on.
Painted the extra eyes on him to make it look authentic. The angel told him, I have a crown of flowers for each of you. They've been sent from paradise as a sign of the life that you are both to lead. If you are faithful to God, he will reward you with the everlasting perfumes of heaven.
So you get to smell like heaven forever.
Which is, I believe, Chanel number 5 is what that scent is. Oh, well, I was trying to be cute and you just ruined it.
Well, I'm not like a big perfume. Like when people wear perfume or cologne, I'm like, I'm not like, every time I smell somebody wearing cologne or perfume, I'm like, we still do this? We're still doing this?
I know what you mean. When I smell perfume or cologne now, I think, great, I'm close enough to catch your COVID. That's what I
That
think.
that is every time I can smell somebody, it doesn't matter what they smell like, but every time I can just get a whiff of, not in a bad way, like I can just get, like I can smell somebody's shampoo or something when I'm just kind of like sneaking up behind them and like sniffing them in the bus.
You're too close.
You know, I'm like, I feel like I'm catching your COVID. And it's a horrible way to live now, but that's the world we live in. Yay! Please rate, review, and subscribe.
Oh my God.
So
we're not done with these flowers.
Okay, but I also say I do wish more people just wore like crowns of flowers. I feel like that's fun.
Yeah,
like a real midsummer thing, you know. It's not...
I don't know. I get a flower subscription. So
wait, I'm sorry. What?
Every fortnight, I get a bunch of flowers sent to my house.
Aww.
It's just nice, and it's like it just changes things up a bit. And like I'm terrible at looking after plants, so having cut flowers where you know they're gonna die, it's kind of helpful in a way because it's like the expectations are clear.
You don't have to try.
Yeah. Although if I don't change the water, they do start to smell a bit weird.
Yeah. So you're doing like a HelloFresh, but HelloFresh flowers?
Yes, HelloFresh scent of flowers. Yeah, and they come with like instructions for how to arrange them. And last week they sent me roses, which were very beautiful and smelled very nice, but they were horrifying because like just to cut them, like their thorns are so tiny that you just can't do anything without getting cut up by them. They're very dangerous.
This is when I moved into my house, the garden had a lot of roses in it. I guess the previous owner had liked roses. And so there are all these huge rose bushes. And I was like, these have got to fucking go. I'm like, I am not having thorns in my goddamn garden. Like, this is my house. Why would I have thorns in my own goddamn yard? I'll never...
Just add some extra danger.
Yeah, I'll never get this. I was like, I want my yard to be nice and welcoming and comfortable place. I don't want to put fucking thorns in a random spot.
Intimidating.
Yeah. Of my own life. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, why don't I just put thorns in my goddamn bedroom? Like, why wouldn't I do that? You know, why don't I just put spikes all over the floor?
Why don't I just wear a shirt made of hair?
I'm like, what are we trying to accomplish here? Like, why would we structure our lives like this with the thorns in our own home? Like, it didn't make any sense. Anyways,
No, it's horrifying. Also, I've had a couple of guests over this week, and people have been like, oh, did Danny buy you roses? And I was like, nope, got them myself.
Say, does Danny at least pay for the subscription?
Well, I mean, technically, because I don't have a job at the moment, yes. But no, I set it up.
Okay.
He has hay fever, so he's not a great fan. No, I think with dead flowers, they don't.
It's not gonna be as big a deal.
Anyway, talking of flowers, so the angel crowned Cecilia with roses and Valerian with a wreath of lilies. So she got the bum deal there because again, thorn crown.
Just like, this is nice. Like Can I take it off now? It's really starting to cut into my scalp.
It's kind of stinging.
Oh, actually, it's worse taking it off. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it on there.
Just leave it. Let it rot, and they'll fall off eventually. The delightful fragrance of the flowers filled the whole house.
Oh, nice.
So that sounds very intense.
It sounds like too much. It sounds like if you've ever gotten like a car air freshener, and it's just like the first few days with the air freshener, it's just like really like just everywhere in the car. You're like, this is too intense.
Yeah. It was just. I feel like this whole marriage is quite intense.
For having no sex in it, it is rather intense already. She's sending him out to the highway to meet the Pope. There's an angel there. They got crowns of flowers.
Like
it's a whole lot of stuff going on already. There's no wrong way to structure your relationship.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying there's no but. I don't know why.
This might be the wrong way.
Like, hey, you can have a sexless relationship. That's perfectly fine. And as you have a relationship that's mostly built on like flower crowns, you know, that sounds kind of sweet.
Yeah, fair. At this point, Valerian's brother appeared.
What? Where? What? Is this still the wedding night?
I guess not, because he's been to the road now. But yeah, I mean, I feel this translation was probably wrong to say at this point. Let's go with, but I just thought it was a very funny, silly phrase. But yeah. Sometime afterwards, let's say, Valerian's brother Tiburtius joins them.
Tiburtius?
He was offered,
Sorry, I just said that's
Bertie for short, I guess.
I don't know. Anyways, Bert shows up.
Yes, and he is offered salvation if he would renounce.
A bit of salvation? Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Nice crown. Thank you. It's from Jesus.
Hey, you want one of your own? I got a little offer for you.
So, yes, Cecilia converted him and baptized him.
Wow. this is like the thing. It's like everybody who shows up is getting converted.
Yeah, it is a strange way to spend your honeymoon, for sure. Just doing some baptisms.
So does Bert get a crown of flowers?
Doesn't say.
Just like, I just had the 2 crowns of flowers. Here is a nice crown of grass that I made.
I mean, he still gets to be in the house, so he still gets the delightful fragrance of heaven.
Is that what it?
Pretty good.
He's like, hey, wait a minute. Does it smell like salvation in here? It does. Oh my God.
Thanks, we just got it done.
You like that? Hey, get it at your own house.
No, well, from that time onwards, the 2 brothers dedicated themselves to good Christian deeds.
Oh, nice. Good for them.
So, yeah, one of the things that they did a lot of was recovering the bodies of martyred Christians and giving them proper burials. You thought that was going somewhere weird, didn't you?
I don't know.
You were like, collecting bodies? That sounds fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just like collected, like they were just like, hey, we're just going to collect bodies for everybody. That's just a nice thing we like to do with community service.
just Valerian and Bert here to collect your corpses.
Yeah, I mean, so Valerian and Bert would find people who were persecuted for being Christians.
I mean, both, really.
Yeah. And then they would take their bodies and give them like Christian burials. But then like what would keep them from being persecuted as Christians?
Good question. And the answer is nothing. Because
okay.
They were arrested.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So you're thinking one step ahead.
Okay,
here.
I was just wondering. I was like, wait, so if they show up and they're like, so can we take these bodies of these martyrs? It's like, wait, why'd you call them martyrs? Like, no reason.
Oh, sorry, I mean scum.
I mean these criminals?
Yeah, their cover slipped early on. So yeah, they were arrested. I guess they may have done it like, undercover, but then got found out.
So were they sneaking in and stealing bodies? And then did they sell them to a medical school? Is this a real Burke and Hare situation?
Well, like often during the persecutions, like I think like especially when crucified, bodies would just be left for quite a while on the road. So it probably would be fairly, I mean, I'm not going to say easy because I hear dead bodies are quite heavy.
I mean, they're as heavy as a living body.
Word on the street is, well, yeah, but like less cooperative than living bodies.
Well, I don't know. It depends on which body you're trying to drag away. Some living bodies are very uncooperative, as I found out the hard way on the bus.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
I don't know, like getting somebody, I mean, if you find somebody on a cross, right, then you have to like knock the cross down before you get them down, which let's hope they're dead, because otherwise that's like a fate worse than, like at that point you're like, oh, look, being crucified is the worst thing that could happen to me. It's like, no, having like being thrown down from the cross or whatever. Or
yeah, that's really adding injury to insult. At that point.
To murder. I mean, alternately, were they like, Christians who got thrown to the lions? Were they like just like collecting big piles of lion poop? And
I knew you were gonna say that.
Have I become this predictable?
Yes. I'm sorry. We need to spice things up in the podcast.
That's so weird.
Make it more.
I don't like the way you talk about our relationship. We are professionals.
I was talking about the podcast.
That's weird, though.
Also, you're my dad. What the hell?
I don't like that either.
Yeah, fair.
Ugh, so weird.
Okay.
Anyways.
I didn't mean spice things up. I meant shake things up.
Shake things up is what you want to say.
I'm a bit ill,
hey, and you know what? Next time you're at work.
My words aren't very good this week.
Next time you're at work and you're like trying to sell them on some innovation, remember the phrase, shake things up, not spice things up.
Okay, thank you for that advice from the consummate professional Matthew Shador.
Whatever. I'm so professional I quit working.
I'm too good at this.
Anyways.
So they were arrested and brought to a Roman prefect called Almachius, who told them that if they would make sacrifices to the pagan gods, they could go free.
Oh, sounds like a real easy out, right? So they're like, show me to that ram.
And I mean, they'd only been Christian for like, 2 paragraphs or whatever, so they've got no real reason not to.
I love this. This is like, there's always these like, look, if you just tell us you love the other gods, we'll let you go. And people want to be real hard apples about it. And they're just like, no, like, just tell them. Fucking hell. You can just go back to being Christians.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They refused, and they were handed over to be scourged.
Squirt? What?
Scourged.
Scourge.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Tortured, I guess.
No, scourge is where they like throw hooks at you, not like, or like they throw like they put like a barbed. They whip you with like a barbed thing. They basically whip you with rose stems.
I thought that was flog.
No, but flogging is just like if it's just a whip. But scourging like tears the flesh.
I'm sure it was whips with barbs. Yeah. Anyway, they were handed over
as opposed to being whipped by Barb, which is a thing I like to do on Saturday nights. Don't tell my wife.
Barb, if you're listening.
Barb, I love you.
Matthew. Valerian, when he heard his fate, rejoiced. So he, doesn't say good things about the marriage.
It really does not. It's like, oh God, I was trying to get away out of this sexless marriage. All I've got to show for it is one crown of flowers, which is badly wilted at this point, and I've had to carry around a lot of dead bodies.
And a load of corpse juice on my hands. Yeah.
The smell of salvation has been replaced by the stink of rotting flesh. So you know what? Let's just move it along. Anyways,
the prefect wanted to give them another chance, but his assessor warned him that they would simply use the interim to give away their possessions so that they couldn't be confiscated. And that apparently changed Almachius's mind, and he was like, okay, fine, behead them.
Oh, they've got some good stuff. Yeah. We should really do this now.
Yeah, just make it
really
quick.
Keep their stuff.
Also, a very uncharitable interpretation, because presumably they would give away their possessions because they're Christians, and that's
right.
Giving them away to the poor. That's what they would probably want to do.
Yeah, either way, both things are accomplished. But...
Yeah, so they were beheaded in Pagus Triopius, which is 4 miles from Rome.
Okay.
And one of the officers present, called Maximus.
Say Maximum?
Maximus.
Officer Maximum. That sounds like an 80s movie I think I rented. Just went straight to video.
Listen, as I said, I'm not on top form. My words are not the best.
Also, it sucks that they had to get martyred like 4 miles out of town. It's like, what a shitty commute.
Yeah, part of the torture is walking. Yeah.
Gotta sit in Roman traffic.
So yeah, Maximus was one of the officers who was like accompanying them, witnessed their faith and declared himself a Christian. So he was also put to death. Which is,
well, I was like, you know what? I respect these guys. You know what? I might become a Christian too. Kill him!
Yeah.
See, the real problem here is he's just like, you know what? I'm going to be a Christian. But he never got baptized. So, like, when he got to heaven, he's like, well, I decided to be a Christian. I was killed for the faith. And it's like, oh, I don't have a record of your baptism here, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. That was all for nothing. It's like the time I signed up to a vote swap service, which is where if you're in a safe seat, you can swap your vote with someone who's in a swing seat.
Right.
So I did this vote swapping thing, except I forgot to actually sign up to the vote swapping thing. So I just voted for, I think it was a green in my Labour safe seat for no reason. Like, I achieved nothing with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like, so me and Maximus, we have that in common.
You know who appreciated that? Larry Sanders.
Caroline Lucas.
Wasn't it Bernie Sanders' brother? Whatever.
He's only a councillor, not an MP.
Yeah.
Larry.
It is Larry Sanders.
I think I saw Larry Sanders on Italy Road yesterday.
Did you? I don't know what he would look like. I've probably seen him around too.
You probably have. I went to a talk by Bernie in the Sheldonian Theatre, and he was introduced by his brother, which was adorable.
Yeah.
And Larry is so much less good at public speaking. So it was like, you know, like it would be like if I ever go on live at the Apollo and like I get you to the my support act,
wow.
even though you haven't had the experience, but just because we're related, it would be like that.
I see. Yeah. It's funny that the other day our MP Annalisa Dodds apparently biked past us, and Alice was like, that's our MP. I was like, oh wow, weird. I mean, I like that our MP bikes. It's nice.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway.
Not one of those fancy car people.
Driving in a weird Range Rover with tinted windows or some bullshit. Just imagine that's what all conservative MPs drive.
I once queued behind her at the train station to use the bin. She was using the bin and I needed it too.
Using the bin?
I think she was like scraping something out of a Tupperware.
Wait. No. Okay. Huh? I was like, yeah, you were like using the bin. Like, what is she doing? She had brought a whole bag of garbage. She was sorting out the recycling into the bin at the train station.
Yeah, she doesn't pay enough council tax.
Yeah.
Those allegations were never proved. Anyway,
Wasn't she at a show you did
Maybe
once?
cut that out. She was, yeah. She loved it.
She thought you were very funny. Yeah.
She was crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should, to explain that, I should say that my comedy, I used to do a character who's conservative and our MP is Labour.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Everybody loves that.
Anyway.
Conservative people love it because they don't think it's about them.
Yeah, they think that it's not satire. Yeah. Anyway, talking of being nailed to things.
Okay. What?
Probably.
Wow, these transitions back are getting worse and worse.
Oh, okay. Well, we were talking about scourging earlier. Scourging.
Sponging. Whatever. Yeah. Ooh, imagine being sponged to death. How annoying is that?
Isn't that like Chinese water torture?
Maybe. But you just gently dab with a sponge until you die.
I don't know how that would kill
Eventually
you.
You just starve to death.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. So there's other things going on.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so yeah, these three morons who can't lie.
For real though.
Was that a laugh that became a cough, or was it
just
a cough? I couldn't tell. Oh, sad. I was hoping it'd be a laugh.
Yeah, I couldn't get the laugh out because I was coughing. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay. That I'll excuse. So Cecilia buried the three and decided at that point to turn her home into a place of worship.
Okay.
While she was doing these conversions of her house.
Wait. So she's like, my husband, my brother-in-law, and this asshole I never met before, but apparently he's a Christian too, that they apparently
Roman
got killed.
guy with no head. Yeah.
I'm going to bury all them. And then you know what? I'm going to double down on this Christianity thing.
Yeah.
You know what I should do is I should bring it right to my house and let everybody know they can come to my house.
Yes.
And do Christian stuff.
Well, it's funny you should say that because her religion was discovered soon after.
You don't say. Soon after she put up the sign that was like,
worship Jesus here.
She's out there like nailing up Cecilia's house of worship, and a centurion's walking along like, what?
Hang on a second.
Oh, wait a minute. Worship of like what? Zeus or Venus? No, Jesus. Maybe you've heard of him. Oh man, lady.
Want a flower crown?
Yeah, let's freak flower crown for it. Hey, yep. Hey, before you knock it, you should step inside and see how good it smells.
Well, it's funny you should say that because her religion was discovered and she was asked to refute her faith. She converted those who were sent to convince her to sacrifice to the Roman gods.
That's got to be awkward for the... Like, hey, where are those 10 guys we sent to go pick up that Christian lady? They haven't been back in hours. We'll send 10 more guys.
Yeah.
Next day, what happened to those 20 guys? Look,
Well, yeah, it says that Pope Urban visited her at home and baptized over 400 people. So maybe they were all centurions who'd been sent to try and sort her out.
Eventually, just the chief of police, and he's like, "Where is everybody?" Everybody was converted.
Yeah, so that's how Rome became a Christian empire.
I guess so.
No, eventually Almachius managed to summon her to court, where they debated for some time, but eventually she was sentenced to be suffocated to death in the bathroom of her own house.
What? Yeah, what?
Which is a very specific
wait a minute.
sentence.
What?
Listen, Romans are very creative with their torture.
I guess so. This is a new one on me.
Yeah. So the idea was like and it's a British word bathroom, not the American bathroom, right? So basically there were these baths and they were like
in a room.
But like they were sort of like powered by steam, and there was like a furnace powering these baths, right? And to kill Cecilia, the furnace was fed 7 times its normal amount of fuel.
Oh my God.
Right. So the idea is like, have you ever been in a sauna?
Yes.
You know when you like put the water on the coals, it can get a bit like choky in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the idea was like that, but like to the max.
She was saunaed to death.
They tried to sauna her to death, but the steam and the heat failed to stifle her, presumably because of Jesus.
Wait a minute. If you're the Roman Empire and you have access to the types to everything, like you're the Roman, like to an entire empire's worth of like murderous equipment.
Maybe there was like some cost-saving drive. It's like, yeah, let's just use her own bathroom.
Yes, and then she just all the fuel she has on site, like it just feels like you're overcomplicating what is otherwise because they cut the heads off the other guys.
Feed the furnace quickly, like get out of there in time. It seems risky.
Yeah, it's like
for the executioner.
Did they did anybody like roll up a towel and put it under the door so the steam doesn't escape? And we're sure all the windows are closed. You didn't check the windows. Come on, guys.
That was probably it. That was why she
Here's
survived.
the thing, is I feel like when you're trying to murder people by, like, just making their bathroom real hot, you're just bored with murder. Like, you're just trying to find ways to, in your own words, spice it up in the murder area. You're like, what can we do that's, like, a fun way to murder somebody? And I was like, hey, what if we, like, try to, like, steam them to death?
I've never seen someone be cleaned to death. Let's go for that.
Is this the sponging thing? What if we sponge?
I don't know what the logic behind it was. But anyway, when it didn't work, a soldier was sent to chop off her head.
That is like 6 hours later. They're just all sitting in her like
they're all sweating.
They're all sweating. They're like looking in the window. Like she's still. It's like, oh my god, just go cut her fucking head off. Oh my god. We had so much more stuff to do today. We've wasted so much of a day with this.
Well, probably. Like maybe there was a whole list where it's like, okay, steam, and then I don't know, bite her toes or something. Send in a lion, try crucifixion, but they just went straight from steam to beheading.
Yeah,
that's what
I mean, but they had beheading. We knew they were beheading because they beheaded the other people.
Yeah.
So it's like...
But I don't know. Maybe it was like a special assignment. Maybe they were apprentices and they had to try all the
Maybe because she was like a fancy lady. No, but that other guy was a noble. So like, yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe because she was like a rich fancy lady. But
maybe it's run like Bake Off, where every week there's a different method that they have to try out.
Is that it? It's like...
Could be that.
Yeah. It's like, what is that show, Chopped? It's like, today in your murder basket, you have some fuel, some water.
In Britain, that's called Ready, Steady, Cooked.
Okay, yeah.
Ready, Steady,
Ready, Steady, Cook it.
But yeah, I think it's the same
In case
thing.
you didn't get it the first time, hit the back 30 seconds button.
I was helping you. I'm educating you in British culture. But also, I had to work out what you were going on about. And so, I thought our audience might appreciate that clarification.
Fine. It's a, yeah.
If you did appreciate it, write in. Anyway, so a soldier was sent to behead her and struck her at the neck 3 times and left her for dead. However, she stayed alive for 3 days.
Oh,
yeah.
That sounds worse.
So I guess he didn't make a clean chop.
This guy is like, he has not been keeping his sword sharp. I think that's the problem.
No, the importance of using a sharpener. So during that time, she carried on with her arrangement to make the house into a church. And lots of Christians visited her, and she was able to give over all her property to the Pope.
Urban.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's terrible.
So, putting her... Yeah, you've got 3 days to live. What are you going to do? Turn your house into a church.
I mean, but also it's like, you have this grievous neck injury. So whatever you're doing, it is like you're just getting like I imagine she's constantly got her hand here.
You're losing so much blood, so you're like...
No, it's like she's like, she's got her hand on her neck trying to hold the blood in, and then she's like going to like pick up move some chairs or whatever, and then just arterial spurts of blood just flying all over the place.
Yeah, it was very Jackson Pollock aesthetic in that church.
Yeah, it's like everybody there who's also trying to set up the church is like, you're just making more work for us when you're dead.
You're trying to help, but you're really getting in the way. But yeah, so that was her final act, was to make her house into a church. So yeah, and she died probably not on this day or tomorrow, because it's so long ago that things are kind of just pieced together about her life.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like there's this 30-year span of her potential date
where she may have been alive.
She definitely died on November 22nd.
Yeah, could have been 200, could have been 230, but it was definitely the 22nd of November. Do you want to hear about her relic?
I do. Is one of them her neck?
Well, no, that was obviously severed. She was buried next to the papal crypt in the catacomb of Saint Calixtus.
Okay. Which pope? Which is it? The Pope next to Pope Urban?
Oh, I see what you mean. Papal crypt. Good point. See, I'm not on the ball today.
It's fine.
Just not very sharp. I was trying to find more information about these.
Or is there just one big crypt that they throw all the popes into?
Maybe.
That's our pope hole. We throw our popes in there when we're done with them.
Oh god. So she was buried in the papal crypt. In 817, Pope Pascal I discovered her grave, which had been concealed from some invaders about 60 years before.
Why?
And
they're like, invaders are coming, quick, hide all the dead bodies.
Isn't that the first thing you would do if you were going to be invaded? Yeah, but before that,
yeah.
he might hide the body. So he moved her body to under the main altar of what is now known as St. Cecilia's Church,
Oh.
although it translated as the church founded by a lady named Cecilia.
Some bitch named Cecilia.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the same church that her house was? Like, is the church where her house was?
Yes, supposedly.
Okay.
But it's one of those
Allegedly.
Yes, yeah. Could have been here, might have been here, could have been a totally different Cecilia, maybe.
Yeah.
But in 1599, so 800 years later,
right.
the church was renovated and her tomb was opened to find that her remains were incorrupt.
Wait, what? After
Yeah.
1,300
So
years?
there you go. Yeah, and being moved as well.
Well, how come this incorruption didn't come up the first time they moved the body?
That's a good point. Maybe there wasn't a record of it.
They were like, I don't know, 800 years? It might just be a coincidence. Let's simmer for about another 800 years.
Yeah. Even the green and gold of her rich robe had not been injured by time.
Oh, quality garment.
So even, yeah. Not only was she incorrupt, but
her fashion was timeless.
Her clothes were very nice. Because she wore Chanel No. 5, as we've already established.
Right.
So it says thousands had the privilege of seeing her in her coffin, and many have been blessed by miracles visiting her body.
Oh, that's nice.
But it disintegrated quickly after meeting with the air.
Oh.
So
it was incorruptible, but just like, yeah.
But only temporarily. Yeah. So, you're always asking about these bloody relics, and I finally found something interesting to do with relics in this case. So you're welcome.
What is that?
Huh?
Wait.
Well, that they were incorrupt.
Well, that happens all the time.
You sounded shocked.
Well, usually it's not.
To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, usually the incorruptibility doesn't last for like a millennia.
Which, really it should if it wants to be consistent.
That's fair. But then they were so incorrupt, but then they totally like dissolved, and they were like, you should have been here yesterday. They were totally incorrupt.
So intact.
Now they're just dust. So
do you want to guess what her patronages were?
Yeah. Is she the patron saint of itchy underwear?
No, that's the one we did last time.
Yeah.
Surely the last hair shirt lady.
Right. Is she the patron saint of like having a bad time at a wedding? Just being at a wedding and being like, I don't want to be. We've all been there.
Surprisingly not. Yeah.
We've all been like,
no, surprisingly
I have to go to your destination wedding. What's the destination? Wales. Jesus Christ. Is she the patron saint of really not getting a hint? Because it seemed like after her husband and brother-in-law were killed, it's like, well, maybe I should tone this back a little.
Drop this. Yeah.
She's the patron saint of doubling down.
No. Yeah. Surprisingly, no.
Mm-hmm. Is she the patron saint of saunas?
I wish.
Is there like a fun like a thing like there's an old expression for saunas is like Saint Cecilia's prison or Saint Cecilia's box or something like that.
Nice. Oh, like with the shoe guys from the other time.
Like they're all those Saint Crispin. Yeah.
No, although she is very celebrated in culture. So as well as the famous
Simon and Garfunkel song.
Simon and Garfunkel song, the Foo Fighters did an EP called Saint Cecilia, and there's been lots of classic about her. And, lots of art.
So what's her? What are her actual patronages?
What are her patrons? You want to hear the real? She is patron saint primarily of music and musicians.
Okay,
because
why?
Of singing.
Oh, because of that one time she sang.
Doing this singing, yeah, the one time she sang.
Just like,
that was what got her.
She's like, guys, I just sang that one time.
Which is interesting because it's like, did no saints sing before?
Also, it says she sang it in her heart, so it implies that she didn't actually sing it out loud.
Which may have been for the best if you heard how bad those lyrics.
Yeah, they weren't great. It wasn't a real catchy song. All around, this feels like a bad.
Not like the Simon and Garfunkel one.
Yeah, that's a catchy banger.
So,
It's got that like nice drum, like this like. Anyways, but.
And in the first verse with the little like what's it called in a hymn where it goes to like a harmony? It's not called a harmony. It's called something else.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking.
The descant. There's a descant. There's a descant in Cecilia because then they're like making love in the afternoon with Cecilia up in my bedroom, and then in the background it goes making love.
Oh,
that's the descant.
Oh, isn't that kind of like a call and response? No, I guess not. I don't know. Anyways.
Anyway, you got to hear me sing.
Yeah, great. We did it.
Inspired by Cecilia, the patron.
Or if you represent the Paul Simon or Garfunkel estate, please do not sue us.
Please do not sue us.
Also, they're both alive. I don't know why I said estate. Okay, so
you were threatening
she's
them.
the patron saint of singers singers,
musicians, musical instrument makers,
okay.
singers, hymns. It's like not hymnists, but hymns.
Is a hymnist a male gymnast?
Hey, very good. Poets, which again I would dispute based on those lyrics.
Yeah.
Luthiers, which again musicians.
Wait, people who loot or people who play the lute?
People who play the lute. Although, given what collecting the bodies, could have been looters.
Do you think they were going through the pockets after they got the corpses?
Well, you know, if there's any donations for converting
That's
the church,
true,
would have been useful. She's also the patron saint of pipe organs, which again, I don't feel like inanimate objects really need anyone on their side. Apart from like the rainforest, I think there should be.
Yeah, somebody should be on the side of the rainforest.
The coral reef. Yeah, we should all be on the side of the rainforest. True. The wrong Amazon is burning. I didn't make that up.
That's good though.
Thank you. Bodily purity, which makes
sense. She kept it pretty pure.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of sex, I mean, I don't know what she was doing, like in terms of like wine or drugs or things.
True.
Saturated fats.
She is also the patron saint of the Worshipful Company of Musicians and the Academy of Music in Rome.
Wait, is the Worshipful Company of Musicians like a single company of musicians, or is it just like any company of musicians?
I think it's like a guild, like, you know, the Worshipful Company of Tanners or whatever. It's just like you can, if you want to be more prestigious about your music, you could join that thing, I think.
Well, what are the dues for that if I want to join that?
You probably have to be good at music, Matthew. Yeah, couldn't find any more info about that. She's also the patron saint of Omaha, Nebraska.
That's a shame.
Valleyfield, Quebec.
Oof.
Albi in France, and Acquasparta in Italy.
Aquasparta.
Yeah.
Any...
Sounds like a terrible name for like a water brand.
Yeah, Aquasparta.
Yeah.
It's very Spartan water. It's just water, you know.
Yeah, so that's her patronages. And yeah, other than living for 3 days with a severe neck injury.
It's a pretty big miracle.
And the court thing. I don't have any other, I'm afraid.
So well, I mean, those are shit cities to be the patron saint of.
God, you're really not easily impressed today.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know.
How many cities are you the patron saint of, Matthew?
Fair.
Actually, there is probably a Saint Matthew, probably patron.
But it's not me.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like Omaha, I've never been. It's probably a nice town, actually. What do I know?
Yeah, what do you know? You're from New Jersey.
It's as hurtful as it is accurate, but I had a good friend from Lincoln, Nebraska. He said it was kind of interesting.
There you go. Great. The first record of a music festival in her honor was held at Évreux in Normandy in 1570. So she really should be the patron saint of music festivals.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, so that's
should we start St. Cecilia Music Festival?
Yes, that could be a really good way of marketing podcast.
You know, we got the Foo Fighters. We're going to reunite Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes. Add in a bit of classical music as well from Haydn and Handel.
I was going to say Haydn and Seeken.
That's one of the games you can play at this festival. We're going to have a very large game of hide and seek.
So, like, who can survive the most neck wounds? That's...
Oh, God. You're not selling this, Matthew. You got to make it sound more appealing.
She should be like the...
There'll be lots of flower crown. Yeah. There will. That would make a lot of sense. There were lots of flower
this is a tent where you can make
just
your own flower crown.
Just the lily ones, not the rose ones. Yeah, be adorable. Yeah, just the lily ones, though, not the rose ones, because we probably couldn't afford the insurance.
Yeah, we can't afford that. So
that many
only thorn-free flowers. Sorry, folks. And actually, it's probably mostly going to be dandelions because we can't afford a lot of flowers.
Saint Misbehaving promise. We're really just going to choose a field that has a lot of daisies in it, so we don't have to buy any for these workshops.
Yeah, she should be the patron saint of music festivals, like, you know, like the patron saint of Coachella, Bonnaroo.
Yeah, Midsummer. Makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, so look out for, I mean, this year we're doing a live episode. Next year, a whole music festival.
Yeah. We're escalating, folks, much like a serial killer.
Yeah, oh God. You keep bringing it back to serial killing. Are you okay, Matthew?
I'm all right. I've just been listening to a lot of true crime podcasts.
Okay. But they're not as good as this podcast, right?
Please rate, review, subscribe.
Thank you. Cool. Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, all right. Well, that's pretty neat. I mean, Cecilia seemed like she was really into Christianity. She much.
So on that ground, very good
To her,
saint.
I mean, like, frankly, to her own detriment.
Yes, and that of the ones she loved. Well, I guess she probably didn't love her husband.
Oh, you think she didn't love him?
Forced marriage to him.
It sounded like maybe they kind of like made a connection after.
Well, they found some common ground, sure, but like then they wouldn't afterwards have really had long enough to kind of grow to love each other, would they?
Well, we don't know how long he was corpse stealing. That might have been years before he got caught.
True. Maybe he was that good at it. I don't know. It just sounded like he was a bit incompetent.
Well, I think we just I don't know. It's like, you can't just be like, and then they stole a corpse, and then they stole another corpse. It just gets repetitive. So you just say like, oh, they stole a bunch of corpses.
True.
So I mean, that might have been years.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment that you said that I basically did editing of that narrative there.
Thank you for that. I don't know. Like, I think maybe they made a real connection after the marriage. Like, maybe it was like, we have to do this thing. Maybe he did. Maybe he wasn't into it either. Maybe it was like all arranged by the parents.
Yeah,
that's how those
possibly.
Noble weddings go all the time. But they at the time and
all the time.
And then now they're like, actually, like, we really like grew to love each other in this very particular flower crown focused Christian way. This chaste, floral headwear based relationship kind of just worked for them, and that was great.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the thought of that.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no evidence for it, but one hopes.
Well, I'm glad that this story has inspired you.
Yeah, I'm going to turn my house into a place of worship.
Oh, God. And flowers.
I'm just going to pour cologne all over the floor, in every room.
Oh, God, please don't try and make your bathroom super hot.
Oh, man.
Because you've got a cat litter box in there, and that would be awful. That would be a fate worse than death.
Perhaps, yeah. I do like a nice cozy bathroom. That is nice. I just like every room to be cozy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There's cozy, and then there's, death sauna.
Yeah, death sauna is a bit too far.
Death sauna sounds like quite a good metal band.
Yeah, or like a good 80s movie that I rented. There's direct to video.
Yes, if you want to found a band and call it Death Sauna, you can headline at our St. Cecilia's music festival. Get in touch.
But you do have to just play St. Cecilia based song.
Well, there are lots. There's Alexander Pope wrote a poem called Ode on St. Cecilia's Day, presumably released it tomorrow. And Chaucer retells the story of Celia in the Canterbury Tales.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's lots of inspo that you can have for your St. Cecilia based song.
This is I don't know. This isn't a very compelling tale that I would think that, like, Chaucer's like, let me just dedicate a whole chapter to this. Like,
I don't know. It didn't have sex, but it had blood.
Had violence.
Lust.
Did had angels, flowers. Yeah.
Road trip, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, this is basically Midsommar, because there's no sex in Midsommar. No, there is. There's actually rather disturbing sex scene in Midsommar.
Well, there you go.
Anyways.
The music festival won't be like that, we promise.
We promise that no one will be murdered and then stuffed in a bear to be burned alive. So, Anna, do you...
Hang on. Murdered and then burned
alive.
Well,
okay, well, some people...
That sounds like a saint, to be quite honest.
Some people were murdered, and then somebody else was stuffed inside a bear carcass and then burned alive. Anyways,
Yum. Okay.
Spoilers for Midsommar. You kind of get where it's going from the beginning.
You need to put that at the beginning of the podcast, not the end.
Quick content warning, guys. Some serious spoilers for Midsommar. Anna, do you think that you'd ever have Saint Cecilia intercede for you in anything? Do you see that coming up?
I would say that if I'm ever in a tight spot where someone's like, recant this belief or we'll kill you, depending on what the belief is, I'd probably just be like, yeah, fine, recant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we are descending towards fascism, and hopefully it won't come to that.
Right, yeah. Well, this may become less theoretical as time goes on.
Yeah, Christ.
I wonder what the percentage was on people who recanted.
The success rate of the Romans going, you can recant.
You can recant.
Yeah, I don't know. Christians in those days were pretty intense. I mean, many
the ones that we found out about that were, like, martyred, but, like, what about the hundreds of others who were just like, yeah, I guess it was a phase. Sorry. And then whether they go back to be Christians or...
some of them must have survived because Christianity survived.
Tell the tale.
So, yeah. Sorry, women.
I mean, what... it does feel like you would just recant and then be like, I'll just tell them I'm not being a Christian anymore. And then...
yeah, I feel like God would understand.
Pay a fine. Yeah, I do feel like... it feels like when you get to heaven, it's like, you could have just kind of... Look, if you flipped on me there...
We weren't ready. We thought you were going to recant. We still haven't, we need to do housekeeping on your bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it's like well, yeah. Or it's just like, hey, you had a lot more stuff to do. Why'd you get yourself martyred now? That was really dumb.
For fuck's sake. You've achieved nothing. Yeah. Your house is a church, but what
Especially
the hell?
Maximus, that loser. Boy, he jumped on the bandwagon at exactly the wrong time.
Very much.
That seems like the kind of thing.
I want to know more about him.
They're like, oh, I'm inspired by their faith. I'm going to go home and be a Christian. I'm not going to.
Yeah, on the sly.
Yeah. Maybe he thought he would inspire revolution. He's like, you know what? These guys are right. Who's with me?
No
one is with me? No one. Oh, Christ. I really misjudged
I have made a grave error.
Made a huge mistake. Yeah, well, yeah, I think that if I was ever struck in the neck, I mean, Cecilia seems like, she got through.
Would you want to live for 3 days after
Well,
that?
I feel like
if you had shit to do.
The problem is like she lived for 3 days. It seems like she could have gotten some medical attention for that injury and maybe not needed to die.
Yes.
So I feel like if I was struck in the neck and I was like, I need to get to medical help,
Yeah.
and then I'm calling on Saint Cecilia. It's just like, hey, can you give me that 3 day? So
give me 3 days.
Yeah, so I can go and get this stitched up or whatever. But yeah,
that's a good
idea. I think that'd be a useful thing. Also, I guess if I needed to make a sweet flower crown, she'd be the person to.
Well, maybe you can read more about her before this festival so that you know how best to make flower crowns.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there big Saint Cecilia Day celebrations if she's so popular?
If you're so popular, where are your celebrations? Not that I know of.
All right, never mind them.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I guess people are just too busy focusing on Christmas coming up at this point.
That's true.
So November festivals don't really get
except for Thanksgiving, right?
Investment.
Maybe it's like in some countries it's like instead of Thanksgiving it's Saint Cecilia's Day.
Yeah, maybe.
Other countries you should get on that.
I guess logistically having a music festival in November in a lot of places be not that much fun.
Including this place.
Too cold. Yes, I was mainly thinking about this, but that was very Eurocentric.
But hey, if you live in like Arizona and you want to have a music festival in November, knock yourself out.
Is it warm in Arizona?
I don't know.
I feel like because it's not near the coast, it probably gets because they get snow in northern Arizona.
All right.
California.
Just jump down my throat about every little thing. Fine, if you're in Florida.
You're always challenging my geography. I'm challenging your geography back. Okay.
You know what? It's crazy. There's parts of Arizona, so if you drive up from Phoenix to the Grand Canyon, you gain something like 6,000 feet, and you can really see like how it changes from like desert to kind of like scrubland to kind of like high plains to like forest to like evergreen forest.
Yeah, it's kind of alpine feely in northern Arizona.
It's nuts how it changes.
Yeah, pine nuts.
Yeah, nice. It's incredible how the way that the terrain changes so much in between just that drive. And then when we went to the Grand Canyon, like it was something like 20 or 30 degrees in temperature difference between if you were at the bottom of the canyon versus if you're at the top. So at the top you need a jacket, and at the bottom it was 100 degrees. It was just like it was nuts. We experienced that. We took a trail that took us like a third or half a way down or something like that, and it's like was ridiculously hot.
Yeah, I remember because I went hiking in the Grand Canyon, and like I'd never before experienced like your fingers swelling because you're that hot.
Oh yeah,
that was new. Like I have fat hands now.
The thing that I experienced in the Grand Canyon is because you're in the desert, it's very dry, and I've never really been in the desert before, and I got dehydrated. But what I wasn't expecting...
Did you see Jesus?
...is that I went to use the bathroom and, like, my poop was black because I became dehydrated. But I didn't realize that. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, my God, I have cancer. Oh, my God, I can't believe I'm learning I have cancer at the Grand Canyon.
What a mixed emotions day. Yeah. I got to see one of the natural wonders of the world, but also...
Yeah, and it was my honeymoon. So I was
God.
like, I got to tell my new wife that I have cancer. And I told Alice, I was like, Alice, I think I have cancer. And she's like, what? And she's like, no, you're just dehydrated, you idiot. And I was like, oh.
You actually told
her? Yeah, I did. I was
amazing.
Like, Alice, this thing happened. Like after the second time it happened, I was like, Alice, I need...
Oh, I see. The second time that your poo was black. I thought you meant the second time your poo was black and you'd said to Alice you had cancer. She was like, hang on a second, something is wrong here.
It's not cancer. Yeah. No. Well, I'm not telling her about every bowel movement. That's not the nature of our relationship.
I should hope
You know
not.
what? We were wrapping up this show, and somehow I feel like
we've got on to very odd tangent.
I feel bad about this. So let's just wrap up the show. Anna, thank you so much for all the great research you did, and
you are
for telling
very
us
welcome.
the tale.
Have a blessed.
Telling us the tale of Saint Cecilia like a modern day Chaucer. So thank you for that.
That's me. You're very welcome. Have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye.